Post number 2. Knowing your ideal. Here are some additional thoughts that may be helpful for people. A collection of thoughts are a series of posts that may have ideas that may help people. Use the ideas that you find helpful. Get rid of the ideas that you do not find helpful. Career exploration ideas. If you're exploring a career, here's one idea for career exploration. Use the idea if helpful. Ignore the idea if not helpful. Should mention I cannot find one career exploration idea or system that would work for everyone at all times. So if this idea that I described does not work for you, you can maybe consider the collection of other different possible career exploration ideas, and hopefully you will find one idea that will work for you. Know your ideal. Sometimes as you job search, you may find it valuable to know your ideal. What would be your ideal profession? You may even have more than one ideal profession. You may have a group of careers that represent your ideal. As you job search, you may find it valuable to know your ideal. What would be your ideal profession? As you search what your ideal profession would be, don't worry about, quote, real life constraints. What you're trying to do is trying to find out what your ideal career would be if you did not have any constraints in life. If you're not sure what your ideal career would be, here are some sources to consider. Number 1. Career experts. You may find a career expert helpful to you in finding your ideal career. Here are some places to find a career expert. I should mention this list is focused upon people living in the United States. Private practice. You may decide to pay for a career coach yourself in private practice. You may be able to meet with a career coach in person or virtually. The career expert may be helpful in searching for your ideal career. The one advice I could give when paying for a career coach is to pay for career services as you use them. Try to avoid paying for career services ahead of time in one lump sum of money. The reason for this is you may not know if the career coach will work for you until you start meeting with your career coach. A career coach may be a top expert in their field, but still may not work for you. The reason for this is that interactions between people can vary. One career coach may work very effectively with one person, but not work very effectively with another person. If you start meeting a career coach that does not work for you, you may want to stop seeing that career coach. If you paid for the career services ahead of time, you may lose money for paying for career services that you will not use. American Job Centers. American Job Centers are state government agencies that may help people with their job search. American Job Centers may have career experts that may help people. Nonprofit organizations. A nonprofit organization may have career experts that may be able to help you. An example of a useful nonprofit is called Goodwill. Goodwill may have career experts who may be able to help you find your ideal profession. Check with a Goodwill nonprofit agency in your local area on what specific services they may offer. Vocational rehabilitation. Vocational rehabilitation are state government agencies geared to helping people who have physical and mental body difficulties in doing activities. These physical and mental body difficulties may make their job search difficult. Vocational rehabilitation may help people who have physical and mental body difficulties in their job search. Each state in the United States has a vocational rehabilitation agency that may help people. You can do a Google search on vocational rehabilitation and then put in your state. The United States Department of Education also gives a listing of different vocational rehabilitation agencies in the United States. The link to find this list is the following. It is rsa.ed.gov/about/states. Again, it is rsa.ed.gov/about/states. This will also be in the description below. Career exploration tests. You can find various career exploration instruments that may give you additional information on your ideal career. Career exploration instruments cannot give you the answer to your ideal career, but career exploration instruments may be able to provide you with more additional clues as to what your ideal job may be. One place on the internet to find career exploration instruments is from the United States Department of Labor on a website called Career One Stop. Career One Stop is from the United States Department of Labor, which gives some helpful information on career assessment tools. These career assessment tools can be found in the Self-Assessment Tools section. The way to find this section will be described in the description below. Book sources. You may be able to get help in determining what job you may enjoy doing by reading a book. A printed publication may help you finding your ideal career. Some printed publications that may be helpful would be a book called What Color is Your Parachute? What Color is Your Parachute was an annual edition by Richard M. Bowles that helped people with career exploration and job hunting. The key part of this book was a flower. A person would complete different exercises in the book to help create a flower. The flower would list various features of an ideal job position. The thinking on this is that a flower will grow well in certain conditions and wilt in other conditions. The idea on this is that as flowers can vary in how well they grow in their environments, some flowers will grow better in certain environments than others. People will also vary in how well they would do in certain environments. Some people will flourish in certain environments and wilt in others. So the flower idea is to give people an idea of what type of work environments they would do well in, and try to avoid those work environments that they would not do well in. Richard M. Bowles died in 2017. You can still find current annual editions of What Color is Your Parachute. An edition called What Color is Your Parachute 2021 had Catherine Brooks listed as an author. Occupational Outlook Handbook. The Occupational Outlook Handbook is a 2-year government publication that gives information on the major careers in the United States. If you gain some ideas on your ideal career, or a group of ideal careers, you can look for job positions you may consider to be fun. If you're having difficulty finding a job position in your ideal career, one possibility is to look at the features of your ideal career. You may be able to find alternative careers that may share some of those features of your ideal career. For example, you may be interested in being a professional baseball player. However, due to the competition, you find that you cannot become a professional baseball player. However, you may be able to find a job position where you're a baseball sports reporter. You may decide to become a baseball sports reporter, where you will share the ideal feature of being in the baseball industry. You may be able to find alternative careers that share certain features of your ideal career by doing a Google search and typing in something like alternative career and then putting in the ideal career that you're trying to find.